the people groaned.
A lot of people in Washington that we call the deep state are absolutely looking out after their own interests. I believe a lot of the members of Congress are. You know, you get elected to Congress, it's almost a career path to get rich. I mean, the statistics about how many went in with very ordinary salaries and they come out rich, they almost all come out rich.
People just got tired of the game. We'd rather just have somebody that's real and we're going to see if something's going to change, as opposed to let's just play in the game and prettying up and, you know, nothing's changing.
Then something preposterous happened that was comical at first.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
But when the laughter turned into awkward silence,
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
the world was struck with the strangest sense of curiosity.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
And a healthy amount. While there are many presidents who have been targeted for assassination, only a fraction have experienced an actual attempt. However, out of all the major presidents who are considered outliers, every single one has been a target. Those presidents were Abraham Lincoln, JFK, Ronald Reagan, and now Donald Trump. There is debate as to whether or not JFK was an outlier of any kind, due to the fact that his family was steeped in politics of the time.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Yet because of his active aggression against the powers that be, history views him as a different type of outlier. Simply that of one with many connections. Someone who was trying to break the mold. Perhaps even a black sheep.
Then it's your responsibility to spark up this program.
When you say spark up the program, we first have to make a judgment based on the best information we can get, whether we can be ahead of the Russians to the moon. We're now talking about a program which may be, which are many years away.
Ultimately, at least to an extent, he was upsetting the establishment. Many people still view alternate theories about his assassination as no more than conspiracy theories. However, there are a lot of unanswered questions. Historically, JFK battled the CIA by pushing back against them, specifically calling them out on corrupt practices. In similar fashion, Trump also butted heads with the FBI over the Russian interference investigation. It is odd that both JFK and Trump fought against the letter agencies, then experienced questionable assassination attempts. Could this merely be coincidence?
So many mistakes made, and there's lots of questions around, okay, was it really a lone gunman? Was he acting on his own? Were the agencies involved in it? And I think we're right to question all of these things.
There's no place in America for this kind of violence, or any violence for that matter.
Recently interviewed a CIA operative, a former CIA operative, who said on air, couldn't have happened by mistake. You don't leave that line of vision open. To have that gaping hole he did not feel was accidental, even so much that it was an inside job. And we can get into that another time. But it was horrific.
When I heard about the assassination attempt on Trump, that he was actually shot.
As Americans, have the capacity now, as we've had in the past, to do whatever needs to be done to preserve this last and greatest bastion of freedom. In this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem. We've been tempted to believe that society has become too complex to be managed by self-rule, that government by an elite group is superior to government for, by, and of the people.
The rights of man come not from the generosity of the state, but from the hand of God. We dare not forget today that we are the heirs of that first revolution. We shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, assure the survival and the success of liberty.